This meeting is being transcribed and summarized.
Now 6 p.m. I'd like to call to order the Kent County Regional Planning Commission business meeting for Thursday, July the 9th. And as we always do customarily, we do the flag. Mr. Peterman, would you lead us in the pledge, please? I ask if you have a cell phone on you or any other kind of device that you either put it on vibrate or turn it off so it won't disturb our meeting. I'll now come back to you, Sarah, for roll call and determination of quorum.
Mr. Peterman?
Present.
Mr. Servan?
Present.
Mrs. Karcher? Absent. Mr. Galvry?
Here.
Mr. Mills? Mr. Mills? Mr. Mills is online. Mr. Davis?
Here.
Mr. Jester?
Here.
So you have 6 present. You do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, now you see your agenda in front of you. If there are no changes or additions, I entertain a motion and a second for approval.
So move.
Mr. Davis made the motion.
Second.
Mr. Servan seconded. Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Servan?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Galvry?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Mills? Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Jester?
Yes.
So you have 5 yeas in favor of approving tonight's agenda.
Mark, can you tell if he has his mic on or not, or you can't tell that?
His mic is on. Mr. Mills, can you hear me? Can you hear us in the room?
Okay, well, we'll move
Can you
on.
hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Did you hear the votes, roll calls earlier and the vote?
I heard them, but apparently they didn't hear me, but all of them was yes.
Sarah, I guess you can change his vote, and he's verifying a yes. Also, Commissioners, in front of you tonight, you have the minutes for June the 11th, 2026. Entertain a motion to approve if there's no corrections.
So
Mr. Garvey?
Approve.
Mr. Davis, second. Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Servan?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Galvry?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Mills?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Davis?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Jester?
Yes to approve.
So you have 6 yeas in favor of approving the minutes of June 11th.
There was no levy court action on anything that we did, so we'll go right from, there's no old business also before the commission. So we'll go right into the business for tonight. First one is C-26-04, McCoy, Bianca, and Terrell. Request for conditional use of a home improvement daycare. They give a great presentation and all. So I'll turn it over to commissioners. Somebody like to make a motion? I can recognize you. Yeah. Mr. Davis?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that the Regional Planning Commission recommend conditional approval
of application C-2604, a conditional use for home occupation daycare located in the Growth Zone Overlay District. This is based on Exhibit A, staff recommendation report dated July 2nd, 2026. Exhibit B, public hearing testimony dated July 2nd, 2026, and the findings of fact that A, the subject site is Zone AC, Agricultural Conservation, in 205-53 permits home occupation, daycare as a conditional use. B, the location is appropriate and not in conflict with a comprehensive plan. C, the public health, safety, and general welfare will not be adversely affected. End the motion.
I have a motion. Can I recognize somebody for a second? Mr. Galvery?
Second.
Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman,
Yes to approve.
Mr. Servon,
Yes to approve.
Mr. Galvery,
Yes to approve.
Mr. Mills,
Yes to approve.
Mr. Davis,
Yes to approve.
Mr. Jester.
Yes to approve.
So we have 6 yeas in favor of recommending conditional approval of application C-2604.
Thank you, and good luck with your project. Next on the agenda tonight is CZ-26-02, LC-26-10, Joseph Lewis IV and Christina L. Taylor, request to amend the zoning map from AR to BN. They made a great presentation last week and all, and I assume it looks like they're here tonight. So somebody like to make a motion? Mr. Galvery?
I move that the Regional Planning Commission recommend denial of the ordinance LC 26-02, amending the zone map from AR agricultural residential to low-density residential to BN neighborhood business located outside the Growth Zone Overlay District. This is based on Exhibit A, staff recommendation report dated July 2, 2026, Exhibit B, public hearing testimony dated July 2, 2026, and the findings of the fact that A, there was no mistake in the zoning map, B, most of the surrounding properties are zoned to AR and the character of the area is primarily agricultural with single-family residential. C, the character of the area has not changed to such an extent that zoning map should be changed. D, the existing non-residential zoning in the area continues to be farmed or is vacant. E, the proposed BN zoning does not conform with the 2018 comprehensive plan. Neither map 7B nor 7C identifies the area for future neighborhood commercial development.
I have a motion. Mr. Servon,
I'll second.
Mr. Servon seconds it. Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman,
I vote to deny.
so your vote is yes.
Yes, I vote again.
Mr. Servon,
Yes, as per the motion.
Mr. Galvery,
Yes, as per motion.
Mr. Mills,
No, I'm going to vote no on this one.
Mr. Davis,
I also vote no on this.
Mr. Jester.
I also vote no on this.
So we've got 3 yeas, 3 nays. The motion fails because we did not yield 4 votes.
So is that the end of the situation, or what do we have to do? What's our attorney say?
It's 3-3. If we made the opposite motion, it would be most likely the opposite vote. So I would just say it goes to the levy court. So we would just say it received no recommendation, 3-3.
So it does move on to levy court like it is with just a tie vote, like it is.
Yes.
So,
It'll just be noted that it's a tie vote, so there's no recommendation.
okay, understood.
So is it permissible to make another motion to approve?
You could do so, yes.
Thank you. I'm ready to do that.
Go ahead, Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Regarding CZ-2602/LC26-10, I move that the application be approved. And my reason for that is that they have a lot of farmland. I know there's been questions about that it's not farm-related products that's going to be sold, but we don't know that. It could be vegetables that's maybe grown on the property. It may be a combination of antiques and a little bit of this and a little of that. A lot of people do that. They sell other merchandise that's not always consistent with the zoning. So I make a motion that we override the last motion and I move that we approve it.
I have a motion on the table. Does anybody like to second it?
Second.
I'll second that.
I have a Mr. Mills made the second. Sarah, call the commission with the new motion.
Mr. Peterman?
I vote to deny them.
So you're voting no.
Voting no.
Mr. Servon?
Voting no.
Mr. Galvry?
No to the motion.
Mr. Mills?
I'm voting yes to the motion.
Mr. Davis?
Yes for the motion.
Mr. Jester?
Yes for the motion. It looks like it's going to go to levy court with no recommendation once again.
Correct.
This is enough. Going to the next project. Next on the agenda tonight is Harmony Hills 2, request for a major approval of a 94-lot major subdivision including 52 single-family homes. We had quite a discussion last week on a lot of things, and I think the engineer sent us some additional information. And customarily, I don't ask him to come up, but seeing him in the crowd, I'd like for him to come forth. I think there is a couple questions. I'll ask our attorney, being he was sworn in last week. He don't have to be sworn in again, does he?
That's fine. Yep, he's fine.
I think we have some questions for clarity.
Okay.
You sent it to us. First of all, is the clarity about there's no place else to have an entrance?
That's correct.
Oh, that's all you have to say about it. I thought
that's
maybe
correct.
you'd expand on being the Head Start Road doesn't have the appropriate right-of-ways, and then it's surrounded by the wetlands, correct?
Sure. Yeah, I filed a letter earlier this week. The property itself is landlocked. It's surrounded by blue line streams, wetlands, and the 100-foot buffer associated with the blue line stream. And the only roadway near it is a private drive. So there's no mechanism for the developer who doesn't own any properties along that private drive to convert it to a public right-of-way.
Okay, the second one was about the school bus stops. Can you explain what your letter actually said?
Yeah, so the developer met with Bill Webb from the CR School District. Mr. Webb identified 2 locations in the subdivision that he preferred to have a bus stop. We added them to the plan. We circulated that earlier this week. We also added a bench waiting area, some crosswalks, handicap ramps, so the kids can safely walk to the bus stops.
Mark, can you actually pull up the plan so he could actually point to where the bus stops would be? That'd probably be good enough because we know that the entrance road comes in and it goes around. Can you just use that pointer down there on your stand and you'll be able to, no, it's right there on the stand. Just put your finger on it.
No, you could just touch the screen.
Oh, this screen?
Yeah, you can just touch the screen on the other.
If you go back to that subdivision. So the first entrance, or excuse me, the first bus stop location Mr. Webb wanted to see was in this area up here. So we added that. And the second one was in this triangular passive open area. So we added that as well.
So the road wouldn't be widened in that area, but you're going to do some additional painting and all for the pedestrian traffic?
That's correct.
Anybody have any questions about that, Mr. Mills?
No, I don't understand the bus stop, but that's okay. We'll move forward.
Any of the other commissioners have any questions? Mr. Davis?
Just kind of curious, what made you change to 2 bus stops? Originally it was going to be 1. What changed your mind? And second question is, when did you first contact the school to talk about the bus situation? Just within the last week or what?
No, so we notified the school district in accordance with the public notification requirements of the code twice. But we didn't actually successfully connect with them until the developer called them on Monday of this week. And Mr. Webb from the CR School District was the one who wanted the 2 bus stop locations, so that's what we gave.
You didn't answer the question, why did you justify 2 bus stops?
I can't attest to that. Mr. Webb asked for them and recommended that we have 2 within the community, so that's what we are going to provide.
You think?
I know that's what he asked for.
They asked for 2 bus stops.
He asked for 2
That's
bus
highly
stops.
unusual.
Yes, and he actually initialed the plan that we sent into Kent County earlier this week.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that clarifies everything, especially with the communication you sent us, put it on record.
Sure, you're welcome.
Thank you. We'll now get into a vote for Harmony Hills. Is there someone here who'd like to make a motion? Gonna have to have a motion, gentlemen, from somebody.
I'll do it.
Mr. Davis?
Okay, don't like to do these things, but sometimes you got to do what you think is right. I'll make a motion that's denied. I'm making this motion for the purpose of public safety. You have a situation here that probably should have been something else put on that site and not what you're doing now. I'm very concerned about the public safety of not only the children, but the adults themselves that's going to be living in that district. There's one way in and there's one way out. If you have an accident at Peachtree and the entrance going into the subdivision, the first subdivision, there will be not adequate passage for emergency vehicles, fire departments, or whatever the case may be, ambulances or whatever. So that presents a major problem for me. I was really hoping that they could work this out, but apparently they can't work it out. But those things need to be looked at very closely prior to coming before this commission. There's two of us on this commission that are in the fire service, and we look at the public safety issue very, very, very clearly. That is a big, dangerous issue if this thing is passed. If you can correct that problem, next time I'll vote for it. But I'm not going to vote and put those people's lives in jeopardy that lives in that subdivision. So that's my motion, Mr. President, is public safety, and that's my motion I'm putting on the table.
So your motion is for denial?
That is correct.
Okay, I have a motion on the table for denial. Is there anybody who'd like to second it?
Second.
Mr. Peterman seconds it. Motion by Mr. Davis. Sarah, call the commission.
Prior to the call of commission, if I may,
Okay, go ahead, sir.
the subdivision, we heard me say this before, if the subdivision meets all the requirements of the code, it must be approved under Delaware law. I have not heard, and I read all the reports, and I have not seen any provision which this particular development doesn't satisfy in the code. So keep that in mind when you're making your vote.
So what you're advising is that the motion is not legal or something, or what are you exactly saying?
That's correct. If you deny it, basically you have the right, the developer has the right based upon the code to say, I met all the requirements of the code, and I know of no other provision in the code which this subdivision doesn't satisfy, 2 entrances, whatever with that. If you deny it, there will be an appeal to the levy court, which they will get to take it to the levy court. But at the end of the day, you cannot deny a subdivision that meets all the requirements of the code.
So the only thing they could do is they'd have to remove their second and remove the motion. Is that what you're saying?
You can vote on the motion. You can vote on the motion. If you deny it, then there will be an appeal. But I'm just advising you that there is this plan. As far as I know, nobody's given me any provision of the code for which it doesn't satisfy, and therefore it needs to be approved.
Mr. Davis?
So it's my understanding, I think I heard you say, if we vote on this thing and it's denied, it goes to the levy court for appeal. Is that correct?
They could take it to an appeal to the
Let it
levy
take
court.
it to levy court. I call for the vote.
So you're not, everybody's keeping their second and the motion, am I correct? It looks like they are, sir, so I guess you'll have to call the motion.
Mr. Peterman?
I vote no.
The motion is to deny.
Well,
You're
you actually
voting
seconded the
for
motion.
the motion.
Motion.
So your vote is yes.
No, I'm voting for the motion.
You're voting yes to the motion. Mr. Servon?
Has
Vote
he
no
changed-
for the motion.
Has he changed his vote then, as far as the record goes?
He said yes.
He
Mr.
said
Peterman
yes.
did say yes? Okay. Mr. Servon?
Vote no for the motion.
Mr. Galvry?
Yes, as per motion.
Mr. Mills?
I'm voting yes for the motion. I want to base my motion on my voting on the public safety.
Mr. Davis?
Yes, promotion for the public safety issue, the concerns that it does raise. Thank you.
Mr. Jester?
Yeah, I've thought about this many a time, and I've actually lost some sleep over this one, and I don't think it's a place for a subdivision like this, and I understand our attorney's position, but I vote for the motion.
So you have 5 yeas, 1 nay in favor of denying application SL 2606.
Okay, thank you all.
Mr. Chair, I'm going to excuse myself from the remainder of the meeting. And because I don't think the taxpayers of Kent County should pay for me to be here when I've made an express statement, which was voted on by the commission, which is not in compliance, in my view, with Delaware law. I respect all of you. I will come back, but I just cannot justify having the taxpayers of Kent County pay me to be here when that vote was not in compliance with the Delaware laws. I'm going to be excuse myself for the evening. Thank you.
I certainly wish you would stay because you're here to give us suggestions and talk, and your legal opinion is very well taken. So I'd certainly like to ask you to stay.
I will walk out in the hallway for a minute because I'm a little peeved, and then I'll come back. Okay?
That works for me. Make sure that the minutes show that and what you're doing, and that we don't really want to lose you because you're a very, we always listen to you most of the time. So.
I understand, but I think this is a pretty clear issue of Delaware law.
It is probably, and I understand that it's clear from the legal point of view, and I respect your position, and I respect you following your conscience. And I think that that's the only thing that we're doing here. We unfortunately just don't have the law necessarily on our side, but our conscience is well intact.
That was Mr. Galvery speaking because I hadn't recognized you, sir. So that's our secretary has said that many a time, that I need to make sure that whoever's speaking is recognized.
If I could comment one more time.
Go ahead,
I have
sir.
litigated land use things in Delaware since 2002. I started practice in 2000. I have litigated, gosh, if you do a search, I've litigated most of the big land use cases, the vested rights cases, all of the Acherno cases, all of that stuff. I'm not a rookie at the bar, and I do not have a defense for what the Planning Commission did here, because there's a case called Tony Ashburn, and it arises out of this particular body, where the Supreme Court held very clearly that if you meet all the requirements of the code, you have to approve. And you did not approve, not based upon code reasons, but on public safety reasons. That should be, if you have a problem with the code, you should take it up with the levy court, the legislature. You cannot legislate from here. But I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, because I'm actually a little bit shaky. Like, I'm that upset. And I'm going to go out in the hallway. I'm going to come back. All right, Mr. Chair, thank you very much.
We thank you too, but just to let you know that, we do support you and all like that. We'll go on to the next application for tonight. It's the Preston Automotive Group request for site plan approval for construction of an auto dealership, retail, and restaurant space totaling 50,666 square feet located inside the Growth Zone Overlay District. Is there somebody here that can answer questions on this development? Please come up. And being we don't have an attorney, I'll have to ask you that what you're about to say is your truth and you're speaking it on your behalf.
Yes.
And give us your name and address.
Tim Metzner with Davis, Bone, and Friedel, 1 Park Avenue, Milford, Delaware.
Yeah, customarily I don't call you up and all, but I don't know if some of the commissioners have a question. I have an initial. Do you want to say anything about the thing before I go into the questions?
Sure. I give a quick brief summary. The staff.
I don't think we really need that then, because it's just about questions of the plot drawing you got.
Oh,
I saw there's a sidewalk out front, correct? But
That's
you're
correct.
not doing a sidewalk back on Peachtree Run?
We are. That is, that's shown down on, it's shown on the plan, right?
Okay, I just didn't recognize all the lines on there. I see it now because I know the MPO and all like that had wanted pedestrian paths on the front and the back of the building. So,
Correct.
So, okay. And the only other question I had was going to be about fire hydrants, but I see you do have two, one at the west side and one at the east side of the building, so that works out for me also. Any of the commissioners have any questions about this plot drawing? Seeing none, I guess that'll be all. Just me, we're the only ones being interested, I guess.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Now I'll turn it over to commissioners. Somebody like to make a motion? Mr. Galvry?
I move that the Regional Planning Commission grant approval of the application S-26-03, a site plan application for construction of an auto dealership, retail and restaurant space totaling 50,666 square feet located inside the Growth Zone Overlay District. This is based on Exhibit A, Staff Recommendation Report dated July 9, 2026, and the findings of fact that A, the site is zoned AC, agricultural conservation, in which distribution of the agricultural products is permitted by right with conditions by Subchapter 205-53. B, the plan complies with all applicable conditions of approval as documented in the July 9th, 2026 Staff Recommendation Report. C, the application is compliant with the comprehensive plan. D, the waiver from 187-79.d requiring a 30-foot buffer along arterial streets is granted, and instead of 15-foot wide buffer shall be provided as shown on the landscape plan. Pursuant to Chapter 205 of the Kent County Code and pursuant to 9 Delaware C, Subchapter 4802 and 4811, the Commission has reviewed the application, and furthermore, as part of this approval, the applicant shall comply with all staff and agency requirements and planning staff recommendations as described in the July 9th, 2026 Staff Recommendation Report, included but not limited to the following. A, the final plan shall include a bike rack large enough to accommodate at least 4 bicycles between the two buildings.
I have a motion by Mr. Galvry. Is there somebody like to second it?
Second.
I'll second.
Mr. Peterman has seconded. Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Servan?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Galvry?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Mills?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Davis?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Jester?
Yes to approve.
So you have 6 yeas in favor of granting approval of application S-2603.
It looks like a great design, and good luck with your project. Next on our agenda tonight is SLV-26-24, HRS Properties LLC. They're requesting a waiver from 187-58. Access minimum of 25% of proposed lots must front on a connected route, and 187-58 street linkage to enable a major subdivision located outside the Growth Zone Overlay District. Is there someone here tonight to represent this application? Once again, this is getting way, and I understand. Just give us your name that you're at the mic.
Sure. Doug Barry, professional engineer for Pannoni Associates, Newark, Delaware.
I think this is kind of unusual. I don't remember when something like this coming before us, but we're not looking at the 4 lots out front. We're only looking at the length of the road that goes back, correct?
Correct.
So you've already done some work on the site and assume that these lots can be built there with the soils that you have?
That's correct. We did do a soils investigation for septic systems. I think that's what you're referring to. Yes.
And I see they were 2-acre lots, so
That's
I know
correct.
we're not talking about that tonight. We're only looking at your waivers.
Correct. It may be for 2 acres to 1, depending on the actual cul-de-sac street length.
Does anybody in the commission have any additional questions for this gentleman?
Yeah.
Mr. Servan?
Yes, can you show us on the site plan where this cul-de-sac is located?
So
You have the other prints there, Mark, where it does show the one with the cul-de-sac?
yes, it's on this sheet. Next sheet, third sheet. Thank you. So this is what we submitted to the county. We originally requested a waiver to construct a cul-de-sac street 2,500 feet in length. In talking to the county and the planning department, they were very helpful. We actually decided it would be better to shorten that street, make the lots a little bit smaller. But really, the residential development isn't subject of our waiver request tonight. We're not exactly sure how the lots are going to be configured. It looks similar to what was in the packet, but the actual cul-de-sac length that we're permitted to build will dictate the lot configuration.
Sarah, being they're going through the minor sub, he won't have to show the first cul-de-sac on there when they go through, correct?
No, for the minor, we'll handle that administratively.
I figured that's what it would do, so. Anybody else have any questions? Seeing none, thank you again for your explanation.
Okay, thank you.
I'll now entertain if somebody'd like to make a motion. Mr. Davis?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me. I move that the Regional Planning Commission grant modified approval of application SLV-26-24 to permit a cul-de-sac or dead-end street with a maximum length of 1,300 feet and waive the requirement that a minimum of 25% of lots within the subdivision must front on the connected routes to allow for the submission of a major subdivision application. This is based on Exhibit A, a memorandum from staff dated July 9, 2026, and the findings that the existing surroundings land use prevents connection to the development to other roadways, and that a modified approval represents a minimal easing of the requirements that will better support the goals and the objectives of the comprehensive plan. In the motion, thank you.
I have a motion, Mr. Galvery.
I second.
He seconds it. Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Servan?
Yes for approval?
Mr. Galvery?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Mills?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Davis?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Jester?
Yes to approve.
So you have 6 yeas in favor of granting modified approval of the application SLV 2624.
Thank you very much, and good luck with your project. Next on the agenda tonight, and our last application, is ordinance LC 26-06, data centers. This is an ordinance that gives Kent County something on their record to be able to talk about permitted uses and all like that, which they don't have anything right now. So I've done quite a bit of research on this myself. I've done a lot of Googling on it. And the only thing I didn't see covered, and I think I talked to Sarah, I talked to you about it, was the noise. Not the noise, but the vibration coming through what's made on site. And that's the only thing I've saw in any of the Google I've done that's not covered.
And my understanding of what people describe as vibrations is it's actually very low frequency noise. And we've tried to address that using the setbacks, the buffering, and the noise attenuation.
Okay. Yeah, and it is good to have something on record after talking to quite a few people that if we hadn't had anything, they could have gone to a lot of number of locations and then we'd been in a fight again. So I'll come back to the commission. Somebody like to make a motion? Mr. Galvery?
I like this motion, this project, by the way, Sarah. I move that the Regional Planning Commission recommend approval of ordinance LC 26-06 data centers, finding that the county's existing zoning ordinance already permits the development of the data centers without the explicit conditions included in this ordinance that are designed to mitigate the impacts of such development and protect the health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of the county.
Excuse me.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
No, I'll second.
Mr. Servan seconded. Sarah, call the commission.
Excuse me, can regular...
Mr. Peterman?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Servan?
Yes for approval?
Mr. Galvery?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Mills?
Yes to approve.
Mr. Davis?
Yes to approve per motion.
Mr. Jester?
Yes to approve.
So you have 6 yeas in favor of
We do not
recommending
want-
approval of ordinance LC 2606.
We don't
I don't know who's hollering on there, but you don't have it right to talk unless I recognize you. And we actually took public comment on the last meeting.
Yes, I
There
will.
is a place tonight, if you'll listen a minute. There's a place, ma'am, there is a place tonight for public comment. I'll get to it in a minute. Hey, County, good luck with keeping the data centers correct. I guess we're now into election of officers, and I'll turn my seat over to my vice chair for the election for the chairperson.
At this time, we'll have the official nominations for the office of president, and those nominations are now open.
I nominate.
I'd like to nominate,
Commissioner Peterman has nominated Mr. Jester,
Correct.
I'll second it.
and it's been second. Any question? Do we have to? We don't take a vote on that. But just a second is all is required.
Yeah, yeah, I think you vote on it, right? Right. But yeah, but they,
All right.
what's that? If there's, Sarah reminded me under the rules that if there's no nominations, it's over, and then he becomes the chair.
So just
No.
be the nomination. That's it, right?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. Are there any other nominations for president? Are there any other nominations for president? Last time, are there any other nominations for president? If not, the nominations are closed this time, and I'll turn the gavel back to the president.
Chair.
Thank you. I'm the chairperson. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody putting their confidence in me. I guess we now have the nomination for vice chair. I'll open that up.
I nominate Paul Davis for vice chair.
Mr. Galbraith nominates Mr. Davis.
I'll second that.
Mr. Peterman had already seconded. I'm sorry, Mr. Mills. Is there any other nominations for
fine.
vice chair? I guess, do we have to have a motion to close? Being there's only one
I don't think so.
nomination.
No. You're good. We know who the chair and the vice chair are.
Thank you very much. See, if you weren't here, I couldn't ask you all these important questions. Thank you all, and I appreciate the nomination for what's going on. We now come down to any public comment. I think there was a lady hollering online. Is that who it was, Mark? Does she have her hand up, wants to say something?
For our guests joining us online, if you'd like to make public comments at this time, please indicate by raising your electronic hand or pressing *3 if you're joining us by phone. If you would like to make public comments,
I would like to say that I do not approve of the data center here in Delaware.
I think you have to give us your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Paula Workman. I
What's
live
your
in Kent
address?
County,
What's your address?
16 Freedom Drive, 19904.
It's too late.
Yeah, ma'am, there's a spot for everything. That's why I couldn't recognize you at that time. But do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I just really would like to contest having a data center because I don't think our small state, I don't think it will provide anything of use to us. And I think it will take away a lot from our state.
We take that in consideration, and that's why we need something on the books so our county planners could say where or where they cannot be. We don't have anything in the pipe stream right now. Anybody else like to say something?
Yes, I would.
Is there somebody else online?
So if you would like to make comments, please state your name and let us know your address, and then you can make your comment. Yes, we can hear you now. Please give us your name and address.
Yes, absolutely. My name is Melissa Wernersbach, and my address is 25 Drew Court in Dover, Delaware.
You may
Okay, ma'am,
proceed.
go ahead and say what you have to say.
Thank you very much. I am calling in to strongly urge you to not amend any of code to allow data centers to be in Kent County, Delaware. The high electricity consumption alone that is already crippling our power grids. regular citizens are facing extraordinary raises to our electric bills. These data centers are pushing their expenses off on everyday consumers in already an economy that we are priced to fail. Besides the electricity, the water usage, it is going to already cripple a very fragile water ecosystem. The noise pollution, I understand the woman from the company says that they're doing everything they can and it's a very low hum. Pardon my French, that is BS. It is not a low hum. If you look at all of the data centers nationally that are being denied because of the negative impact it is having, I love Delaware. I love living here. I love the quality of life. I guarantee you, if more data centers come here, we are all losing that. The air pollution, there's limited job creation, the land usage, the traffic, the decrease to the property value. There is nothing good for people that live here to be provided by data centers. Data centers are only there to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, and they're putting it on our backs. It is not good for our environment. It is not good for our communities. We don't want them.
We appreciate your comments, and there's nothing proposed at this time, but I would recommend you keep an eye on any kind of applications that go through the planning department. And if anything does come before us, you can come up here and then speak your mind at the mic.
Thank you very much.
Is there anyone here who'd like to speak? I think the lady had ahead of you, sir. Come on up to the mic, give us your name and your address.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Brittany Williams. My address is 120 Morning Dove Lane, Dover, Delaware.
Thank you very much. And make sure you pull the mic up as close as you can because we can't really hear you. Thank you very much.
Can you hear me now?
That sounds good.
Sounds good. First of all, I want to say thank you for your service here. I would also like to speak out in opposition of data centers in Kent County. Literally everything that was just lifted up is exactly the things that I was going to touch on. Data centers are highly automated, so there is no real investment in jobs. It does not build jobs. It creates pollution. The footprint that it actually leaves decimates communities. If you look at some of the other data centers that are popping up across the country, there are real implications to the health and well-being and safety. And that is something that I heard repeatedly in this space, a concern for health, wellness, and community in the citizens of Kent County. And if there is a real commitment to the health and wellness of our community and making sure that we are not looked at as the middle sister of the state, and that we want to continue to thrive and develop, then we have to do something differently. I am born and raised here. My family has been born and raised here. And I am just committed to my community. And I hope that you all will be too. And I've heard this thing as like having an ordinance of where they can be, but you all are the front gate. You are the gatekeepers. You are the ones that allow these types of data centers or these types of buildings and developments to happen in our county. And so there is nothing good that comes from them, and they are a detriment to our health and well-being. And property values, the community, the Dover that I grew up knowing, and the Dover our Kent County that I grew up being raised in, does not look how it did when I was younger at all. And that will continue. And I refuse to sit by and watch everything slip by, development happening in different parts of the states, community building happening in different parts of the states, while 60% of downtown is empty, and we're talking about data centers. This is the seat of legislation of the state. So we should, in this county, really do something different. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And I wanted you to just understand that we had nothing we could lay back to until we passed this ordinance tonight. We now have something to support us of what we see or what we don't see. And we too have the same kind of opinions as you do. I think, sir, you wanted to say something? Come up to the mic and give us your name. You can come up this side if you want to. It's up to you. Your name and address.
Yes, my name is Michael Kopp, 1584 South State Street, Dover.
Go right ahead.
Pardon me?
I said go right ahead.
Okay, so I understand that the concept here tonight is not to, you have no specific proposal on the table for a data center. However, this group has the ability to put conditions in place like you're trying to do now, and I think it should include things like, if a data center is ever to be considered, that they must show a way that they're going to produce their own electric or power, however they do it. And that can be put on the table and voted on as a precondition for any data center. Everyone here knows that data centers use an extremely amount of power. And what happens is it uses local power, and then that forces everybody to buy it from somewhere else. And then each one of us is handed a surcharge or a delivery service charge for that electric to be shipped in from Texas or wherever they get it. So I think that this committee should look at, if any data center is going to be approved, what's their plan to come up with their own power. I appreciate that you looked into the noise, and I think it's a lot bigger issue than some people think, because it affects more than just people. It affects livestock, animals, no matter where you put it. So those things should be considered well ahead. The other thing is that data centers historically use millions of gallons of water. Delaware, as everyone knows, their water table in Delaware is significantly reduced by any major thing. Our drought, we watch neighbors' ponds drop 4 feet in a summer's time. Having a data center take water and use it like that, that's a consideration that should be put in place before we ever start down the road of whether we approve one. Because the people in the areas that already have them, residential people nearby who used wells, found that their wells were drying up, or they were getting sediment in their wells because of the low depth of their water table in their wells. Delaware's pretty delicate when it comes to water table. Data centers in many countries now that are putting them in are putting them in underneath the seawater to cool it that way and not use local water. And I think that there's some things that this group could put together in place, just like you're doing now, that are already put in place, that when a data center concept comes up, there's some things they already have to meet. Thank you for your time.
We certainly appreciate your comments, and I agree with everything you said, because this is always new for us too. So we'll see what happens when it comes down the line and see what, I mean, there's only limited locations, I think, sir, throughout the county that they can be put at, so.
Well, if you look to within the city, there's very few places that have acreage that could allow it. I know that there are businesses that are outside the city limits. I'm going to throw one out there, and I don't know all the facts around this, but there's a man, Coker, that crushes rock, and his neighbors wanted a noise ordinance about the amount of noise it makes. Well, even if you take a data center and set it outside the city limits, you still have the effects of all of these things that I've talked about. And my concern is that we have some things in play before the concept ever comes up, because the people who are going to be advocating for data centers come in with very powerful groups of people behind them. And they're a lot more experienced because they've put them in before. So I think there's some things that we should have in line before the concept ever comes up.
Once again, I thank you very much. I think Mr. Gallery would like to say something.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here last week. I don't know if you've had an opportunity to review the code revision that we voted on tonight, have you?
No, I just got word this afternoon. I was traveling, and I got word this afternoon on an email that you were meeting tonight. And so I got back into town about an hour ago, and I decided I better be here. So,
But I'm glad you came. I would suggest or encourage that you take a look at the code that we actually passed, the additions to it, in support of the staff. They went through great lengths of trying to address a lot of the issues that were just brought up recently in terms of safety and community and that sort of thing, and the issues that you brought up as well. And there's only 2 or 3 places that was even designated that they could possibly go into, but without the code change that we made tonight, that we voted on tonight, we really wouldn't have any tools to do much of what you were concerned about. Now we have those tools, and the additional things that may be overlooked by the code would be something that we could address with these new tools when the application actually comes in front of us. So as a state, we've actually made a really positive first step as a county, actually.
okay, where can I locate that?
Sarah, can you?
It's on our website. If you go to the planning department website for the county, it's there.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you
And
very
I
much.
think the county always appreciates any kind of expert help they can get on any recommendations down the line that maybe need to be changed or something. So we have an outstanding planning department, which Sarah runs, and an outstanding one under her, Mr. Chris Connolly. So I know they take the professional suggestions for everything that everybody can give them.
Aren't too many things I'm professional at, but I'll be glad to read over it.
I kind of wonder about us sometimes too, but once again, I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Is there any other public comment? Please give us your name and address when you come to the mic, and make sure you keep the mic close to you.
Good afternoon or good evening. My name is Virginia Harris. I live at 152 Voschel's Mill, Star Hill Road. And I'm on the project Harmony Hills 2, where there is no entrance but one way in. They're working on that road as well. And they're asking they want like 90-some units there. It's no way that 90-some units could go there. The cars on the road wouldn't handle that many, because you think if you have 90 homes, then you have at least 2 cars to each home. So it's no way that that's feasible. Plus, they're doing a lot of construction. Anybody who is building in that area, they're going to have to take into consideration the traffic on the road. The children that would be going to school, the traffic is so bad along there that it's no way that they could safely, walk to school. If the bus picks them up, there is no safe place there for really the bus to stop. They're going to have to stop right along the main road. I just wanted to come because it is dangerous, and it's not getting any better, and there are more and more people moving into the area. There are more and more homes going up in that area. So another project like what they want to present in that area, it would be a bad thing to have done right now. And it's no way feasible because there's not enough road. The infrastructure is not enough to hold what they want.
Thank you very much for your comments, but last week was a public hearing. You need to keep your eye on when applications come before us.
Yeah.
Last week would have been the time to say what you're saying tonight, but we do take that in consideration.
I didn't know anything about it, and then I just found out about this meeting tonight about an hour
Very good.
ago.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time to come before us.
All right. Okay. Thank you. And
Thank
I
you
know
very
it might
much.
even go to levy court, but go through another court, or they might come up again with another plan. But the roads are going to be the thing, and the safety of the people who are going to move into that development. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it is, and I think this will be coming to levy court. What will the date of that be, Sarah?
They'd have to file the appeal first.
Okay.
It's not a set date.
Okay. Is there anybody else here who'd like to have any public comment on anything? If not, we'll move on. We now get to commission comments.
Excuse me.
We have somebody online?
One final call for those online who would like to make public comments. Please indicate by raising your electronic hand or pressing *3 if you're joining us by phone. Okay, no public comments online at this time.
Thank you, Mark. We now get down to commission comments. I would like to start off by saying I think we got one of the best attorneys we've had in a long time. I just don't want him to take anything negative here, because the things that we act on, we take your consideration into hand, but we do have our own feelings and our own vote, and what we do here is nothing against you as a person, and we understand the law as it is, and we listen to you for as much as we can. So I just wanted to say that that's the way our position is, and I'm pretty sure all the other commissioners feel the same. So thank you for all you do for us and for all you keep us out of, so we'll see what happens.
Did a poor job of that tonight.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was our particular individualism, so. Okay, any other commissioners have any comments? Mr. Mills online?
Yeah, I'd like to say something. I feel sorry. Our attorney does a great job of what he's doing, and I appreciate him very much. And yes, my vote was against what he was saying, but I also feel like I'm on this commission for the public too. And I think it's a shame that when we have to rubber stamp everything just because of the law the way it is. There's public safety here. There's a public safety issue. And I'm in the school bus, but it's been in it for 50 years. And I see a serious issue with these little children getting loaded out there on Peachtree Run at the main entrance. That is a public safety issue. And as long as there's a public safety issue, I've got to vote how my feelings are, regardless of what the developer does. I can't help that. But that's what I'm on this commission for, is to look at public safety. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mills. All right, the attorney'd like to say something?
I'm here to tell you what the law is. That's my job, right? And I do feel that I know what the law is, especially in this area, because I've read all of the cases and I've taught all the classes. It's hard for me to justify sometimes when we don't act in accordance with what I know the law to be. And that bothers me.
Well, we just hope it won't bother you too bad, because you know we support you and try to listen to you as much as we can. Mr. Davis?
Mr. Walton, I want to tell you that what I said tonight was nothing against you personally. I think you're a great attorney. I just took the position why I said let it go to levy court, because I don't want it on my conscience that I would vote for that because I had to vote for it. If they want to vote for it, they have that opportunity. So they haven't lost the game yet. If the levy court approves it, that's on them. That's not on me. Because I have to go home at nighttime, and I have to think about things like this, bus accidents, and what I talked about earlier. So I will apologize to you. It was nothing directed to you. I respect the law. I respect you. But I too have a conscience. And I spoke my conscience tonight because I knew they would probably be going to levy court, and they're going to have to deal with it, and it's not going to be me. So I'm not going to take part in those kind of issues to cost somebody their life. So thank you for your service here, and I look forward to seeing you after August. We're off next month. Thank you, sir.
I guess we'll need a month off after tonight's meeting, so. Is there any other comments? Sarah, is there any other business before the commission tonight? Once again, I thank everybody for what they did and how they participate. And I come to the Delaware State Fair, and hope I see you down there. So thank you very much. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Mr. Peterman made the motion. Mr. Servon seconded. Sarah, call the commission.
Mr. Peterman?
Yes to adjourn.
Mr. Servon?
Yes to adjourn.
Mr. Godfrey?
Yes to adjourn.
Mr. Mills?
Yes to adjourn.
Mr. Davis?
Yes to adjourn.
Mr. Jester?
Yes to adjourn. Hope you have a great summer, and I'll see you at the Delaware State Fair. The meeting is adjourned.
See what? That thing got hot tonight. Lawyer got up and walked out. Now that's,
Oh, that's who the guy was when he went out in the hall?
yeah,